Today we're talking to parents right here in the U.S. whose children are obese or quickly headed that way. Now, my first guest, Amy, is worried because her 7-year-old son is already 152 pounds. She says her husband just has no problem with their son's weight. He feeds him cookies, chips, ice cream, even sneaks into his room at night to give him sugary snacks. Now, Amy says she feels like they're killing this child with food.
Try this one. It's a raspberry vinaigrette.
For me?
Yeah, why not?
No way. I'm sticking with ranch.
My eldest son, Harrison, is 7 years old and he weighs 152 pounds.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm very concerned about my son's weight and what impact that's going to have on him. My husband, Tim, doesn't see Harrison's weight as an issue.
I don't feel at this point in time that there's any crisis with Harrison's weight.
I work during the day. Timothy is at home with the kids and he takes care of most of the shopping and the meals. Timothy often undermines my attempts to curb Harrison's obesity.
They
There
didn't
was
have
little-
the low-fat option instead?
Yeah, you mean the no flavor stuff? Yeah, they had it.
I will get the higher sugar, the better tasting breakfast cereal, mainly because I know that they'll eat it. Harrison generally will ask for more food after dinner, or I'll give it to him. If he doesn't ask for more, quite often he'll take over whatever his brother's left behind.
I've definitely seen worse diets than what my family has right now.
I believe Timothy has his head in the sand when it comes to this issue. He doesn't see obesity as a health risk.
My size has never negatively impacted my physical health. I'm not convinced that being smaller can lead to a healthier life.
I feel as a mother and as a parent, I am failing Harrison. Dr. Phil, how do I get my husband to back down from his beliefs and understand that our son has a weight problem?
I just have to ask the obvious here of both of you. If you're concerned about this and it's a real issue with you, you have to know you are modeling obesity. You are morbidly obese.
I am, and I understand that. And I understand that I have issues and that my lifestyle and my inability to control my own weight is absolutely impacting him. And I hate that of myself.
Because an overweight child has a 70% likelihood of being an overweight adult unless one parent is obese, and then it's 80%. You just don't see this as a problem.
No, I don't see that that it's really affecting what he does.
He thinks this is normal. He thinks it's perfectly fine that our kids grow up with a sedentary lifestyle, and if they want to grow up and play video games and not be active in sporting, then...
You're convinced that you're going to beat the statistics, but are you convinced that your son is going to beat them as well, and is that a risk that you're willing to take? You said, as a parent, and I'm the one that's there all the time, I have the right to give him an extra cookie, but you have a responsibility to make the decisions and to create the environment that he needs to be well. I mean, do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
If I can convince you of that, are you willing to do different with him?
Absolutely.
You say fixing his weight is not a priority for me. That's a direct quote from you.
I don't remember saying that, but I'm sure I did.
You said he's a happy kid. He's not suffering. There are no ill effects. So you're going in at bedtime and giving this child 10 cookies.
A bowl full.
A bowl
Well,
full of
maybe
cookies.
not. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
7 to 10.
It's
Well,
not...
call me a liar for 3 Oreos, for God's sake.
I'm trying to minimize the negative impact on me.
You're going under the bus here.
Yeah, I figured that.
Okay? You're going under the bus here, and it's so he won't go under the bus.
Right.
What's your doctor say about this when you take the child into the doctor?
Not a whole lot.
I would think that before me, you would have had a responsible medical professional sit down and tell you that you guys are at risk. You're modeling this for your son, and you have your son at risk. Dr. Jim Sears is here with us today.
Thank you, Phil.
If they came to you as their pediatrician, what would be your #1 priority?
First, I would say, I know you came in for a checkup or something. I don't want to talk about anything other than your weight and your son's weight. And we need to get on a plan, and it can be simple. Sweating for half an hour a day, that would do it. I was reading Harrison's diet. Just those cookies that he eats throughout the day, that adds up to about 24, 25 pounds extra every year. And that's, if we can just cut that out, that would make all the difference.
Now, what do you think about what Dr. Sears is saying?
I have mental anxiety, I guess, about the concept of dieting, cutting things completely out being the strict dietary kind of life.
But you're not your son's friend. Your responsibility as his parent is to make decisions that he can't make for himself right now. Who buys the food?
Timothy does.
Who prepares the food?
Timothy does.
Who presents the food?
Timothy does.
Not Harrison. I didn't hear Harrison's name. He is not the purchaser, presenter, preparer. He is only the consumer. He eats what you put in front of him, and you're like a pusher. He is addicted and he is inflicted. And at this point, it's not too late to turn this around. You can have a return to health for this child.
We could probably do some blood work and find his inflammatory levels are probably through the roof. I think he snores, right? He has some obstructive sleep apnea. We'll let that go on for a few more years. He will have congestive heart failure. You know, anybody that snores, like a truck driver, I say, is going to lead to congestive heart failure, and that's not good.
That's accurate.
Am I getting your attention?
Yes.
Because I said before, you're going under the bus here, and I was really just kidding about that, because here's what I know. We took a lot of history from you guys, a lot of information. Here's what we know. We know that you two are loving, devoted, and caring parents in every single way. There's so much right here. How can this be so wrong? Is it just a lack of information? If you want this boy to have a return to health, to get his weight down, where he has a good body image, feels good about himself, you're going to have to change your lifestyle.
I know.
You are going to have to change your lifestyle, not him. You can't sit there and preach and not do. The most powerful role model in any child's life is the same-sexed parent, and a close second is the other-sexed parent. You two are powerful role models for this child. And you don't want to put this kid on a diet. He doesn't need to be on a diet. He doesn't need to be punished. He doesn't need to sacrifice. He doesn't need to feel like he's no longer has treats. What he needs to do is embrace a lifestyle modeled by his parents where he gets rewards for doing healthy things. Are you willing to change your lifestyle to do this?
I'll do anything for my son.
Because, I mean,
absolutely.
you've got to drop a lot of weight. We're talking 150 pounds,
or
right?
more.
There is a gym real close to you guys.
Okay.
We've talked to them about this. They've heard about your story, and they have wanted to get involved with all three of you. So we've arranged a membership for you there. You're going to have classes. You're going to have trainers. You're going to do all the things that you need to do that you can do as a family to get together. We're also going to help work out some menus and some things with you. So we're going to put a program together, but it doesn't help if you don't buy in.
Well, I want what's best for my kids, obviously. I mean, that's, you know, I want to do what's healthy. I want to do what's right by them, and this is the, I mean, if I've been killing him by what I've been doing, then I need to do something to rearrange that, to fix that.
Well, you have. You're well-intentioned, and you're very loving, but you're dead wrong. You're just dead wrong. You know, I wrote a book about this.
I seem to recall something about that, yeah.
You seem to recall something about that? Yeah. Do you have a copy?
Yes.
Okay, you just didn't ever read it?
You never read it.
I never have, no.
I read it. He never did.
I never
Okay.
have.
Okay.
This is my problem.
Well, let's start by lifting it.
It looks really good on the bookshelf.
Okay, and then we'll open it. Then we're talking to people raising children who are on their way to a possible lifetime of obesity. Now, Carla wrote to me because her 4-year-old grandson is already 30 pounds overweight. Now, she says that he has terrible eating habits and even sneaks junk food. She wants to help him, but says she can't discuss the problem with her daughter Jennifer without the two of them getting into a fight.
My grandson, Logan, is 4 years old. He weighs 72 pounds.
And I want to be healthy.
I see that he's overweight, but he's my baby. He's sweet and he's smart. And I don't want it to be an issue in his life.
His eating habits are very poor.
How about some oatmeal?
No, I want pizza roll.
I had cupcakes on my cabinet, and when I was in another room, Logan got the cupcakes. Hid under my kitchen table. When I found him, he had a cupcake in each hand, and his little cheeks were all puffed out. At that moment, I realized that Logan has a serious problem.
I had to put the locks on the cabinets because one day I just had enough. When I caught him with a whole box of oatmeal pies in his sister's room.
He's my son.
He's at my house a lot, and I have a large influence over what he eats. I don't think she's a bad mother. I just think that she makes some poor choices when it comes to Logan's diet. Twinkies, this is what I use when I bribe him. They're like Twinkies. I try to do my best to not make it real bad. If you don't eat some of your green beans, I'm not going to give you a Twinkie. Come on. Thank you.
Don't you have a Twinkie?
Yeah, I'll give you a Twinkie. If I try to remove food and he wants more, he gets angry.
But I want it.
And he'll have a tantrum. Logan is aware that he should not be eating a lot of the things that he eats because he's smart enough to hide when he does it. If he continues this diet, as he gets older, kids are going to make fun of him in addition to his health. I'm concerned about the future of his weight.
You know what I said? That I'm not going to let you have the pudding unless you eat a bite of the corn. No.
Have y'all ever heard the old saying, the tail's wagging the dog?
Yes.
This is what we've got here. We've got the tail wagging the dog. We've got a child here that is running the show.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Dr. Phil. Wait. I agree with you there, but you've never been a grandparent. And you don't understand how it hurts you inside when your grandchild begs for something and you say, no, you can't have it, and you're going to go to bed hungry. I've seen him do that. I've seen him be hungry because he won't eat what I offer him.
Okay, so you're going to poison him with toxic food to salve your guilt?
Maybe that's what I'm doing.
You think?
But not consciously, I'm not doing it.
But once it's pointed out to you, you should go, aha, because here's the thing. You guys are feeling guilty about telling this child no. Why do you feel so guilty?
Because other children get to eat it. I ate it. Other kids.
You feed him peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, waffles, French toast, corn dogs, pizza, SpaghettiOs, meatloaf, chicken nuggets from McDonald's, cheese puffs, oatmeal pies, donuts, and grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm surprised the boy can walk. Here's the thing. He picks up the tab for what you're doing. The fact that you say, well, it's just not fair. Other children get to eat those things. He's not just eating those things. He's stealing it. He's running. He's hiding it. You give it to him. He looked like, whoa, it's the mother load. That's what they're supposed to look like at Christmas. Now look on his left elbow. Untouched corn, carrots, green beans, but he's got two hands around a Twinkie, so you will feel better about yourself as a grandmother? I'm sorry.
Probably. But I don't know how to do it without her help. I'm always the one that brings the subject up.
Because she says.
And I might say, you know, we can't even buy Logan clothes. We can't go to the department store and buy him a pair of jeans. They'll just go around his little waist.
Clothes have never fit him.
And when I bring this up, it's just automatic. But I don't want to discuss it with you, Mother.
He had no junk food. He ate baby food till he was almost 2, and he was still overweight. So he has a weight problem besides the food we feed him. Correct? He does. It's genetic or something, right?
Oh, I'm sure there probably is a genetic factor there, but I'll promise you, he isn't just creating mass out of a vacuum. This has got to be coming from somewhere. He may not be processing it well. He may be insulin resistant. He may have all kinds of problems and irregularities, but that only makes it more important that he gets the right stuff. You don't bribe a kid with a Twinkie to eat a green bean. What we're going to do is we're going to give you a nutritional plan for this child, and you don't get a vote, and you don't get a vote. It's kind of like there's your way, and my way. We're going to do my way, because we've tried your way. Because first steps, you're going to clean up the environment. You're going to get all of those foods out of there, so you cannot in a guilty and weak moment cave in and give them those foods. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.